Welcome to Internet Raised. I'm glad you came here to chill with me. Welcome to Internet Raised. In today's video, we got what makes a YouTube video good, right? You're probably wondering, what's this 16 sub, 0 view getting ass motherfucker? Know about good YouTube videos, right? Well, to be honest with you, I've been watching YouTube my whole life, grew up on YouTube. I know exactly what makes a good YouTube video, so to speak, and what doesn't, right? So the first thing we'll talk about is the flow. Well, the flow is the most important thing that can make or break a YouTube video, right? And what I mean by that is, right, you gotta go from point A all the way to point B without going from, let's say, some guy talking about cakes and then randomly jumping off a cliff, right? It needs to flow perfectly together. Like, how do I put this? Imagine you're walking down a sidewalk, right? Right? You kinda want, with the flow, you kinda want it to be going straight the whole way. Right? You don't wanna have to go in the middle of it, turn to like the street, right? You wanna keep on the sidewalk, keep going on the sidewalk until you get to the end, right? AKA point B. Now how do you do that, right? You start out with, how do you do that, right? Well, that's when we head into point 2. We go into the intro. You start out, and how do you do an intro? Kinda like how I had it, right? You introduce yourself, you tell them who the video is, you be like, hey, welcome back to Internet Raised. I'm glad you came here and showed. You kinda like talk, you can kinda like give your little 2 cents, talk about who you are, and then tell them what the video is, and also that's kind of when you would do like your ad breaks as well, and then the second ad breaks and the important stuff, and then you would, on top of telling them what the video is about and all that, and then after the intro and after telling them what the video is about, telling them everything about it, you would get right into the meat and gritty of the video, right? You would start getting into like what I or any viewer actually came here for, right? You don't just that's when you get into like the meat of the video, like, I don't know, the challenge, or where you're headed to, or like what you're doing in that video, whether that's playing a game, doing a challenge, just straight vlog, or you're just talking, like cut comms like this, or God knows what, right? So, and that's gonna take up majority of it, right? But what makes the meat good, right? The people in the video, right? The people in the video plus the concept of the video, right? Let's take like, Mr. Beast for example, right? His concept is, I'm gonna do a challenge video, like, whoever can eat the most airheads in 24 hours wins a Tesla, right? So, like that, boom, the meat of the video is, boom, I have to eat these airheads or I don't win a Tesla. And as a viewer, you kinda like, holy fuck, who's gonna win? Who's gonna eat the most airheads and win that Tesla? What's gonna happen? Come on. And it kinda gives you like I have to watch type of thing. If you know what I mean? It gives you like the holy fuck, I have to watch this fucking shit. And then, on top of, like, giving that like, okay, I'm invested now. You also need the characters. Like, don't just have character arc, right? Like, if you want to read, like, Harry Potter, for example, the first one all the way to the last one, you can always tell, you can start from the first one, right? You kind of get into the character, see who he is. You're like, alright, he's a boy with a not so great family who ended up like, wait, he's a famous wizard? Holy. Because he, survived against some dark art magic guy. See, and then throughout the books, right, you kinda see him progress and grow and be like, holy fuck, this man's a wise ass. And that's what you kinda do in the video, right? You take like Chandler from Mr. Beast videos, constantly losing, constantly fucking up, and not doing so well. And then, and then you kinda have, like, walking with a Tesla eating airheads, right? Right, and you're like, oh, okay, this man doesn't win many challenges. He kind of fails a lot and can't. And he's usually the first one out when he out enough to when he can never win. And so it kind of puts like a hook on him, like people rooting for the underdog, wanting him to win. And then as as the video keeps going, you can kind of see how it's like, holy, this man's going, come on, you got this. He's getting more like, okay, let's go. The underdog is doing well, the underdog's going. And then you have maybe Chris, for example, who wins every challenge, can't lose, is undefeated, like, for example, right? As he's winning, and then you kind of have he's gonna win another one, fuck him. But yet, but then you have, how does he win, right? But, thing with Chris is because he kind of sometimes gets, just on purpose, gets out so he can have his friends win. You have to view and kind of also, is this man gonna do the humble thing, get out, or is he actually trying to win something, you know? So it kind of adds that, element of alright. But then because he's also winning, when he's playing, he's mostly winning for his wife, or some family member, someone he knows. So it kind of adds an element of, okay, even though he wins almost every time, I kind of rooting for him again. If you know what I mean? And then, and then those are kind of the characters that you have repeatedly in the video, right? And then if you have a new guy, you're like, oh, okay, who's this guy? Who the hell are you? Why the fuck should I care about you? And you kind of show him that you can. So, and then you kind of have the camera or the video kind of diluting to the new guy and being like, who's this guy? What's he all about? Is he a winner? Was he another Chandler? You know? And kind of having in the viewer's mind, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is this man? See, man, I'm gonna keep my eye on him, see what he's capable of, you know? And then if you want to have a recurring person in a video, for example, you would give enough to where it's like, oh, I see you. But you don't give enough to where it's like, oh, I know your whole story. You know, nothing new. You know what I mean? Each video, you should kind of give that, bit of, here's something new I didn't know about you, but yet still keeping the concept of each video entertaining, and like I said before, keep flowing, you're walking on a sidewalk, and you don't have to add some random point, go to the street, you randomly at the street, right? You want to go from point A to point B without ever having to, skip between places and stuff, right? But then you have the outro, and that's where you can either dilute to your previous ad in the intro, right? And then you kind of like give a call to action as well, like, hey, if you liked what you watched, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, you know, tell them what you think in the comment section below. Like those kind of things you kind of do in the intro and the outro, and it subconsciously gets the viewers, gets people watching the video, or even to like go, alright, I want to sub, I want to like, but you don't just say, hey, subscribe. Nah, give them say like, hey yo, if you want to see your channel win, subscribe so you see your channel win in the next video. Or if you want to be a part of a video, subscribe, like, and comment, and you know, X, Y, and Z. So when you're telling someone to subscribe or like, give them like a reason to, or like, you know, but not like a fake reason, like a legitimate, real reason. Be like, yo, if you subscribe in the next 3 seconds, I don't know, I'ma love you. Or you do, if you comment pineapple upside down cake in 1, 2, 3, oh, you should anyone who commented, I'm gonna like and comment, right? It engages the audience, which helps the algorithm, and that's kind of what you want to do into the outro, right? You want to kind of copy the intro, sort of thing, but you want to also tweak it a little bit and flex it towards the outro. So yeah, this has been Internet Raised with what makes a YouTube video good. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you found this video helpful, I want you to comment. If you found this video helpful, I want you to comment Chandler on this video, and I will like your comment, and I will I'll like your comment and I'll reply. And if you found this video entertaining or helpful in any type of way, just make sure you subscribe so you can get more helpful tips like this. Peace.